Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you've had an amazing week. Today for this episode of Sunday School, I want to talk about 3D textures. We got a couple different questions talking about, like this one is asking, what type of non-white product can we use for textural nails, 3D nails, things like water droplets, things like that. So I'm gonna go over a couple different products that I pulled out here today, and we're gonna talk about a couple different textures and products that you can use to achieve them. Let's get started. So first things first, we'll answer that question. What no white products can we use to achieve things like water droplet nails or like the 3D citrus slice nails that we're seeing a lot of trending for summer? The products that I would use, there's two of them that I would choose from. The first one being our no wipe accessory bond. This is a potted product and it is kind of like a gummy jelly texture almost. You can see in the pot, it doesn't move, it's quite stiff. So it's really great for picking up with a brush and kind of placing it exactly where you want it to go. This also cures in a no wipe finish, so it's going to cure to a high shine. You don't need to wipe it, seal it with top coat or anything. Picks up chrome very beautifully. This product is designed for applying crystals and wireframes and metal attachments, things like that, but it's also really, really great for achieving texture. So this will be a really great one for things like the citrus kind of, those like droplet lines or like the mermaid kind of seashell texture nails that we're seeing a lot of right now. This is a really good go-to for those. The second answer to this question, a no wipe product that we can use to build 3D texture, is simply our Ultra Glossy No Wipe Top Coat. This guy is a medium consistency top coat, so it will be able to build a little bit of volume for you over top of like a matte finish or a buff nail or even just a glossy nail. You can use this and then flash cure your texture with something like our Milk Cake light, which is our little portable LED light. I've used this to create water droplet nails before, and it holds really nicely. As long as you flash cure every kind of 2 or 3 water droplets, it's not going to move too much on you, and you're not going to have to seal it in with anything because it is a no wipe finish. Just as an example, I created this set last week. These 3D water droplets were created with the Ultra Glossy top coat. So I just applied 1 or 2 kind of generous drops and then flash cured them in place with my Milk Cake light and just went along, kind of flash cured everything across the entire nail or the entire manicure, and then placed the hand in my LeBlanc lamp for a full 60-second cure just to make sure everything was nicely finished. So in this topic about making 3D textures, I've got 3 more options that I can show you that aren't no wipe that you could still use to create that nice 3D texture that's really trending right now. The first gel I'll talk about is Excel Builder Clear. Now this is our hardest builder gel. It is not a fully hard gel, it is still semi-hard, so it's a soak-off product and it's a little bit lighter than a hard gel, but this has a very nice viscosity where you'll be able to build 3D elements with it, but you can still work with it with something like a liner brush or like a thinner brush and kind of hand paint where you want that 3D texture to be. I know Rachel Messick really likes using this for 3D textures, and I will show you guys a photo of something she created using the Excel Builder Clear in the next slide. So here you can see Rachel is using the Excel Builder Clear to build 3D texture on top of a painted daisy. So she's getting really nice height out of this gel because it's a little bit thicker, but not so thick that she can't work with it using a liner brush. So if you prefer to work with it with something like that, then this is the one that's ideal for you. So the next option is kind of twofold. The highest viscosity gel that we have that you could work with to create 3D textures are our Boba Gels. Now, we've gotten a couple questions about these. We did get one in the question box yesterday as well, so we'll talk a bit more about them. We have the Boba Gel High, which is in the black pot, and we have the Boba Gel Low, which has the white sticker on it. Now, the difference between these two is the viscosity. So Boba Gel High is the thickest one. It is one that you can literally pick up if you have like a gloved hand and like mold it into like ropes and chains and things like these very trendy kind of ring designs that we're seeing a lot of in, the trending kind of summer looks right now. It's been trending for a little while. So if you want that really nice kind of like putty, you can pick it up and play with it and create chains and ropes and kind of abstract like wiry looks, and this is the one for you. Something to mention and something to keep in mind that the Boba Gel High is UV cure only. So our lamps, the LeBlanc lamp and the Infinity lamp, are both hybrids, so they will cure both LED and UV light or UV products. But if you have a lamp that is LED cure only, then it will not cure this product, and you need to invest in a lamp that will cure UV products. The second Boba Gel, our Boba Gel Low, is a lower viscosity, which means it is a little bit softer. It's a little bit more moldable. So it's really great for creating what we call organic textures. So things like these kind of abstract little like blob designs, or things like this kind of looks like a frill. Really great for creating things like floral petals. This is something that you would pick up using either a metal spatula or a silicone tool and manipulate using that tool on the actual nail to create these kind of more organic looks. A little bit softer of a finish than like the Boba Gel High would give you. So if you like this look, then the Boba Gel Low would be for you. The Boba Gel Low is LED curable, so you don't have to worry in the same way that you would have to worry with the Boba Gel High about curing it in a UV-only lamp. Now the two Boba Gels and the Excel Builder Clear, all three of them cure with an inhibition layer, which means they cure with that sticky layer on them. So you do need to seal them with something else, like your ultra glossy top coat or your stain barrier top coat. A lot of the time I do like to seal these with the stain barrier top coat that we have because it is a lower viscosity. It's a thinner top coat. So if you're putting it over top of a 3D design, if you're using a thicker top coat, sometimes you will lose a little bit of the texture that you've created, but you're using a thinner top coat, it's going to kind of sink into those designs and the crevices that you've created so that you're not going to lose all that beautiful texture that you've got. Side note, this is the stain barrier top coat. So this is a semi-hard top coat. So you do need to put it over top of a semi-hard base. So like if you did an overlay with the Nail Flats Builders or the Platinum Filler base or the Excel Builder Clear, then you're good. If you're doing a regular gel manicure, you don't want to be using this product, but it's really great if you have an overlay to seal your 3D textures with something like this because it is so thin. You can see it's pretty watery. Again, it's not going to ruin any texture you've created and all that hard work you've done. So there you go. There's a couple different options in terms of building 3D textures on your manicures. I hope you learned something today. I hope this was informative and maybe it made you want to invest in a couple different things, especially during our 20% off sale right now. But if you guys have any questions, as always, I have the cute little question box right up here. Feel free to drop your questions in there and I will do my best to get back to you by the end of the day. Other than that, I hope you have a super awesome end of your weekend. Enjoy your rest of your week and I will see you guys next Sunday. Have a good one.